people in general, even you and I, we're very susceptible to looking for a quick fix, and not seeing big picture, not seeing long term, not seeing implications, not always thinking about the consequences. We just want this quick fix. And if people promise a quick fix, it's tempting to jump and see what happens. And so I think what we'll see again is ebb and flow. People will get frustrated, realizing that the quick fix didn't get them where they wanted to go. I think it's very much like the number of people who try vegan or try raw food, and they do so because their former diet wasn't getting them where they wanted to go. So whether they were meat eaters or whether they were cooked fooders, it doesn't matter. They move away from that because that diet wasn't giving them the results that they were hoping to get. And then they become, let's say, a raw vegan. And then after a few months or a few years, they go back to cooked food as if it was a discovery, or they go back to eating meat as if it was some discovery. And what I see is that they forget why they moved away from that stuff in the first place.
Yeah.
So they go, oh yeah, I felt much better when I started eating meat. Well, I've discussed this with a lot of professionals. Is it even possible? And everybody's in agreement that it would be a very rare individual indeed who got some kind of a lasting health effect. Well, sure, you're going to get a stimulation from eating meat. I mean, you're eating pure adrenaline practically, and you're going to get a rush from that. And humans are suckers for stimulation. We all love stimulation. So if you start eating food that's stimulating, you might say, oh, and I felt better, or I felt something, I felt more. But I mean, it's just a stimulation from the food that isn't really going to cut it. I think you'll see kind of like what you and I talked about with strength training one time, is that we'll see the movement continue to grow, but it will have its ebb and flow. It'll have its moments where it's like people are really focused on health, which is the real deal, and then they'll get distracted and they'll focus on some immediate weight loss or some as you say, detox programs or little things, or if you don't have the training, it's easy to fall for getting distracted by the minutia, and you start focusing on a specific nutrient, or, oh, I've got to get this one thing, and it's exactly, rarely about that. It's rarely, I mean, if you have an iron deficiency, well, sure, you need to solve the iron deficiency, but that's a really small minority of people. The bulk of people are looking to have lasting health. They're going to have to see a bigger program than just, let me supplement this one